to Leader's Edge, where
Learning is a never-ending
journey limitless vistas.
Good day and welcome to the Leader's Edge, episode 4 of season 9. And today we have a truly special guest. She is familiar to a lot of people in the HR industry, here and abroad. And as far as the People Management Association of the Philippines, she's everybody's friend. And for me, it's more than just a friend. We have had a close, really great relationship when I was trustee of PMAP and JV. I will never forget your being editor before of our PMAP, People Manager magazine. And right now, we have a new one, Jovenir, right?
Yes, he is a dedicated, fantastic, hardworking editor, and I can't wait for you to meet him and can't wait
Yes.
for you to contribute to the magazine again.
Right. Okay. So JV, as she is fondly called, is the president and chief executive igniter. And of course, she will explain more about that later. But it's been over 20 years now that she's leading this, what we call really vital and energetic company, helping a lot of people everywhere. She's a great influencer. And of course, today, very exciting topic for everybody, be ignited by coaching. So, JV, first, I know I missed a lot of important details about you because there's so much more to you than meets the eye. So please fill us in for those other things that make JV the one and only really great igniter.
Hi, Dinah. Oh my. Oh my, I'm feeling so blessed. I am truly grateful to have been invited by no other than Miss Dinah Loomis, one of the legendary icons and figures here in People Management Association of the Philippines and entirely in the HR community here in the Philippines and abroad. Maraming salamat po. And again, thank you so much for your invitation. I'm so happy just to be here, Dinah. Thank you. And you did mention that I do lead People Ignite for almost 20 years, and that is correct. And aside from that, I am very happy to share with you that I am happily coaching for career and growth for some professionals already for a good 6 years. So part of my passion is coaching, and that's going to be our topic today, right? Ignited by coaching. Back to you, Miss Dinah.
Yes. So I'm so excited to what we call dig deep into this coaching because a lot of people hear about it, but without truly what we call deeply understanding it. So help me out here, JV. What is coaching from your own point of view?
I love that question. And I would like to anchor it first to the general and popular definition of ICF, which is International Coaching Federation. And the federation says coaching is a thought-provoking and truly a creative process that inspires coaches in maximizing both personal and professional potential. So again, that's anchored on ICF. Now, with your question, let me align that definition to my personal point of view. For me, Ms. Dinah, coaching is a life-changing experience. Again, life-changing experience of self-rediscovery and take note, like adventurers, exploration. And how do we do it? Through meaningful conversation, such as this one. I remember when I was younger in People Management Association of the Philippines, no other than Ms. Dinah served as my coach and mentor. I will never forget, Ms. Dinah, how you guided me through helping me build my confidence in the community. And so when you did invite me, I had to drop everything and I said, I will say yes to my mentor and coach. And so again, coming back, mentoring, similar to coaching, and specifically coaching is a life-changing experience. It can totally transform one's destiny. That's my
Wow.
point of view.
Yes, yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. A lot of people have been waiting to hear this from an expert. So, how different is coaching from mentoring?
So many people are confused with the
Yes,
difference,
yes,
and
yes.
they tend to mix and match and put them all together. But there is a distinct line of difference between the two. Mentoring is really a telling, recommending, suggesting, advising kind of method. It's a guide between a mentor and a mentee, and the mentor being typically more or tenured, older, and more experienced comparing to the mentee. So again, let's make the definition clear. It is a telling, advising, guiding, recommending, and sometimes really compelling. There's nothing wrong about that. There are situations necessary for mentoring. However, the reason why I am more biased towards coaching, and yes, I've admitted my bias, I love the coaching style more because this is unbounded by age, unbounded by background or tenure. I've had coaches under my care that are like 10 years older than me, and we both don't mind that we are in a coaching relationship. So, lastly, on coaching, it focuses on asking meaningful questions that will allow the coachee to self reflect on both intrinsic, take note, and extrinsic factors. Tayo pong mga coachee, us as coachees, we ask questions that will compel the person to self-assess. That's the beautiful thing about coaching. It is an empowering guide to make a person
Oh,
grow.
all right. Okay. Yeah, it's becoming clearer to me now. The mentor is really more of wants to guide you what to do, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
it gives you different paths to follow and all this. But the coaching is more of letting you see yourself more, I mean, reflect, and at the same time gives you what we call more, shall we say, thoughtful analysis of
Truly.
what you need to make something like that without
Truly.
necessary. Yeah, so coaching is not, you don't really like tell them what to do. No, no, it's the
Certainly,
mentoring.
ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
So
it is a mentoring. Whenever you tell the person what to do,
yes.
you know that you're wearing the hat of a mentor. And again, you love hats. Now, by changing a hat to a coach, you now
Oh,
drop all of your telling and suggesting, and you just have to really listen and ask meaningful and powerful
yes.
questions.
All
Yes.
right. Yes, yes. So the key there is the ability to ask questions that will let them think, deeply and come out with the best answers. Right. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
affirmatively, that Dinah.
Wow.
Yes.
All right. Oh, this is becoming clearer and clearer now. So which one do you prefer as a style of leadership for, well, not only people in HR but different organizations? So which is a better, who is a better leader, more of the mentor or more of the coach coach?
All right, so that is a challenging question, and I will answer based on situations. I mean, one can be a mentor wearing the hat of a mentor, and on another situation, the same person wearing the hat of a coach. You know what's interesting, Miss Dinah? When I was younger, leading People Ignite, I noticed myself being a mentor, 90% mentor, 10% coach. I would usually tell people what to do. I would usually be the one to design and navigate them towards the path. But I ended up very tired and sometimes stressed. Now that I'm getting a little bit older in the faith of leading People Ignite, I realize that I am shifting. And my shift is now becoming 80% coaching and just 20% mentoring. I feel more relaxed. I feel fulfilled because by coaching, we get to ask questions and we allow the person to think for themselves. Diba? Isn't that beautiful? We allow them to think and decide for themselves. They commit to their goals. I do not tell them what goals. They decide on what they want to do. For me, that is more fulfilling to be a coach.
Yes, yes. So I can imagine that it doesn't put as much stress on the coach as it does when you are a mentor, because there's really like so much stress involved, and then the mentor wants this person to follow, whereas
Yes. And if
whereas
the
if
person doesn't
yeah.
follow, the mentor gets frustrated.
Yeah, indeed. So, wow. Okay. Now, what gift uh, does have you gained so far by learning how to coach? I mean, for yourself, what have you gained?
All right. I noticed when I was younger in my leadership role in the early 20s, rather in the early 2000s, right? I had difficulty listening because my mind is thinking about a lot of things. I would tend to multitask. And so active listening was a weak spot for me. When I started to study coaching and I started to practice among my kids, with my husband, with my friends, within our office mate environment, I started to learn how to listen more. So ultimately, coaching will give you the gift of listening to what people are saying and not saying. Isn't that a gift,
Oh,
Coach Dinah?
that's right.
That is
That's
a
right.
gift.
So, yes. And JV, would you agree? When you are a better listener, you have more empathy also, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
certainly. And with empathy comes awareness and understanding and being able to help. That's the second gift. So helping other people seek for their answers. For me, that's the most
Right. Yes,
fulfilling.
yes, yes.
And here's
Eh,
the thing, Miss Dinah,
wow. Yes.
the third gift, which
Yes.
you and I still have lifelong as to date, is friendships.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah. Oh, yeah.
friendships, you
Oh,
gain
my goodness.
friends along the
Yes, yes.
way.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I tell you, it is such a treasure, because everything in this world, they are so fleeting. But then when you have true and deep relationships, that is, for me, it's forever. It stays forever. Wow. Yes, indeed. Indeed. So
So if I may recap the three gifts of coaching. Number
yes,
one
yes.
is sincere listening. The second one is actively helping, and then the third one is really lifelong friendships.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. So now I'm curious, JV, can you give us examples of how you personally coach? I mean, there are different coaches, and so I suppose you have your own style. So uh, can you give us one or two examples of how you coach?
All right. Thank you for this question. It allows me to reflect on my style. So of three things: pre-coaching, coaching time, and post-coaching. So those are three markers that I can share with you. So my style, or what I do before I coach, before I go into a coaching mode, is I pray. I pray for the conversation. I seek the guidance of our higher power to give us wisdom, to give me wisdom to listen and to discern. And that grounds me and that creates a center. When I'm inside the coaching scenario, I ask in Filipino first, Kamusta? Kamusta ka ngayon? So I ask, how are you at the moment? And then from there, the coachee will cite his or her agenda, and that agenda, we will flow. Take note, the coach, such as myself, I don't have the agenda. The agenda is on the court of the coachee. And within 1 hour or so, I just listen and ask a few questions. 80% of the time, it's the coachee speaking, and 20% just me. What's important is following the GROW model. And I know, Miss Dinah, you know the GROW model, right? You have the goal setting, you have the reality check, and then you have the options or opportunities, and ultimately at the end of 1 hour or 1 hour or so way forward, both of you have to really move forward. So that's the coaching itself. Now post coaching, after a few weeks, I just send a message to my coachee, hi, how are you, and send a few reflection questions if I can. So basically that's my flow as a coach.
All right. JV, are you not sometimes intimidated? What if somebody very successful, maybe millionaire, who knows, a billionaire, whatever, is a celebrity and all that? Uh, have you ever sort of felt intimidated? Oh my gosh, this person is already so successful, and now I'm supposed to do coaching? Have you,
Yes.
has that?
I totally understand. I totally understand, Ms. Dinah. I would be intimidated if I would wear the hat of a mentor. Remember, a mentor is bounded by age, tenure, expertise, and experience. However, in the practice of coaching, it is very much unbounded by age, color, race, and differences. Coaching is a process of asking questions. And since I've been trained and I've practiced that for years, through the questions I throw, example, a millionaire, example, a CEO, or a country director, it doesn't intimidate me in that way. I always see myself as a bridge or a vessel just to self reflect. I like a mirror. It's like I'm showing a mirror to the person and asking, how do you want to become for this year? What else are your challenges? What roadblocks are you experiencing? What's your best and worst scenario? And at the end of this conversation, what kind of Dinah or Dino or Anna or June would you want to become? Through the questions that we ask, we become their mirrors. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. That for me is a really insightful and comprehensive way of understanding it. Now, when have you experienced uh, seeing for yourself the results, the positive results, and such that for this particular coachee, you have seen changes, remarkable changes in their career or maybe their personal life? Has that happened to you?
Yes, Miss Dinah. And through your request, you asked if I could approach some of my coaches in the past and if they can share some of their experiences. By sharing their experiences with you, I discovered that along the way, they are able to find their paths of success in their own light. Like, for example, Van did mention that she reflected both on her strong points and areas of growth, and in the process became more accepting of who she is. On the other hand, OJ, as I shared with you, one of my coaches did mention 6 years ago, she was on a crossroad, and through coaching, she was able to find her light. And lastly is Jen. Jen, being a successful professional in an industry that is competitive, she did mention she was able to find her leadership style along the way. So these are just examples of coaches whom I have been gifted with, and up until now are friends of mine.
Wow. So, JV, that means that not only are they your coaches who are grateful for what you have done for them, but they remain your friends for life.
That's the gift that I'm looking forward more than the work attached to the coaching contracting. And take note, under a coaching, contracting is important. So, for example, if the contract is within 6 months or just a year, after that the contract is done, I continue, hopefully, continue my friendships with them even beyond the coaching agreement.
Wow. So I know that you also do some training, correct? Yeah, different training programs. So,
Like you,
uh,
like you.
so I'm curious again, which gives you more fulfillment seeing changes, the training and or the coaching?
Coaching without a blink. Coaching
Oh,
without a blink. Even though, like, in our industry, Miss Dinah, you also speak in front of many people, agree? And I am able to do the same way when we do training. But at the end of the day, if I'm given a choice of a retirement profession, I'd still choose coaching. The one-on-one
wow.
intimate moments matter to me, and it matters to me a lot, because that is how I can see the growth of a person through
Yes.
time, through time.
Yes, yes. Oh my goodness. Wow, wow. And I noticed so far that uh, they are having, I don't know, as of now, it's still Boris Joaquin, who is the new editor, who is a repeat editor of that. But I really also experienced having wonderful, life-changing moments for me when you were editor, because
Yes.
I was also
Yeah,
contributing writer.
definitely, definitely. I also want to recognize our new editor-in-chief, Sir Joe Veneer. He's also doing great work. After Boris, it has been transitioned to him, ma'am.
What's the full name again of this person, this new editor?
We call him EIC Jove. EIC
Oh,
Jove.
okay, okay, all
And I
right.
hope that you get to meet him soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
soon, soon. Yes, yes. Wow, JV, this has been a truly enriching session with me and having you. By the way, again, I'm curious. Your coaching, is it person, face to face, or still online?
Both now. Both now. Yeah, but during the pandemic for 2.5 years, I would do virtual Zoom, MS Teams, WebEx, whatever the platform is. But now it's hybrid. So I would do 80% coaching virtual, and I have 20% face to face, man.
There's no difference in the results. I mean, it's the same?
Surprisingly, because of the pandemic, I was able to prove that Zoom sessions like this is equally effective as to coffee sessions with coaches.
Wow.
Yes,
And
yeah.
maybe it could be that there is no or minimal distraction because you're really focused there. And then there are, you tune out all the other noises, whereas if it's F to F, it's possible, depends on the environment where you are. There's a possibility of some distractions, right? Would that be? Yes, yes. So that for me is, I've been noticing, is the gift of online yeah, meetings, because there is no possibility of distractions from other people walking in or out. You're there. Yeah, you're captive. All right. So JV, I tell you this, I'm so full of gratefulness. Thank you for accepting my invitation to be with us today. Now, I wonder if there are still many out there who are what we call vacillating. They are curious, they are interested, but they have not taken yet the first step to actually be coach. So can you say some words of wisdom to these people who may actually change their lives for the better, and most probably with the proper coach? Yes. So give us some advice as to those, especially for our viewers out there who have not yet made up their mind. Should I or should I not be coach? All right, JV.
All right. Thank you, Dinah, for giving me the opportunity to share my heart with our viewers and listeners today about coaching. Our topic for today is Ignited by Coaching. All along, I thought I didn't know how to coach, why I should coach, and what's really the outcome of coaching. But since I love moments that matter, such as this, one-on-one conversations, cup of coffee, kind of quality time with someone, I realized, why not embark in coaching? Coaching is a life changing experience that happens between a coach and a coachee, and this is moved, and this is becoming in demand right now because of its power to provoke, self-reflection and discovery. Again, coaching revolves around asking meaningful questions and in the process, helping the person navigate his or her way towards his lighted journey. So if you feel you have a calling for coaching, pray about it, seek ICF guidelines or International Coaching Federation, and God bless you.
Wow. JV, I was about to say our closing lines, but suddenly I a thought just crossed my mind.
An aha moment.
Have you ever encountered instances where the person will tell you, don't cross that line. I don't want to talk about it. Like they feel like you're invading already their privacy or something. Has that ever happened to you?
Not yet. And
Oh,
I think the reason why is because part of the coaching conversation is asking for permission. If
oh,
you are
okay.
entering a dark tunnel in the conversation, or you
Yeah.
feel that you're treading on soft eggshells and it might be sensitive, I would usually ask a blessing or permission to talk about it.
Oh, all right. All
An
right.
example would be, would you be willing to discuss with me this painful scenario so I would be able to listen and help you? So that's just a quick example of asking for permission. So I've not experienced being stumped by that,
Wow. I mean, yes, yes.
fortunately.
And I credit that also because you are a thoughtful person. Really, you have so much empathy. All the years that I have been with you in PMAP, during all our meetings, our events, I have never seen you being inconsiderate and unkind. So I suppose that helps a lot because it will shine through. People can tell. So, oh my goodness, again, thank you so much from my deep from my heart.
Yes.
JV, I am so grateful. Thank you. Because
Miss
I
Dinah,
myself, yes, I
yeah.
myself, I learned a lot. I know only a little. Now I know so much more.
I
Yes.
I won't believe in that. I won't believe that you know so little. Again, to our viewers and listeners, I'm happy to say that Dinah is both my mentor and coach when I was younger in my faith of HR. And Miss Dinah, kindly allow me to mention that if they want to find me as well, they can find me on YouTube channel
Oh,
Ignited with JV Wong, both on YouTube and Spotify. So we have an
yes,
audio
that's great. Yes, yes,
experience.
yes. So
Yes.
I'm so glad. Yes, I'm so glad you mentioned that because I am sure after viewing this, there will be many who want to know more. Eh, they have heard so much already, and they've learned just by listening, watching you. But I know there's more to learn. So, and to the viewers out there, our next episode is about how to be your own boss by PJ Neri. So watch out for that. And and remember also to click like, subscribe our YouTube channel, The Leaders Edge by SEASTBI. And also, this is for everybody. Remember, learning is a never ending journey with limitless vistas. Good day, everybody.